so much for joining me on my program once again. I appreciate you wherever you're joining me from. I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Accept my greeting according to your time zone. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please kindly subscribe to my channel. Click the notification bell so that you'll be notified anytime I upload a video. You can be among the first to receive it. Then go to the comment section at all times. Leave your comment, drop your contribution. If you have suggestions, make it out there. If you have any criticism, put it down on the comment section. It will make us to get better, presenting you a better program. Thank you.
Are now looking for a shortcut to wealth, all thanks to the Zoological Republic. That is the damage they are doing to us, and this is why we do not want to be part of it anymore. You had a broadcast of our spokesman where he said that if you want to end fraud that you see in Nigeria today, when you are hearing about fraud in Nigeria, Nigerians are fraudsters, they are criminals. If you want to end it, you must have to end Nigeria. As long as that entity called Nigeria continues to exist, the fraudulent attitude of the people will continue to increase. They will continue to be a threat to other nations in fraud. It will continue to be a threat. If you want to end it and want to have a better country and make every other nation safe, you must have to end it. It doesn't only end it there. If you want to save the world, because now the kind of terrorist activity that is going in Nigeria, it is going to go international very soon. Their plan is to take over Biafran land, take over the affairs of things in Biafran land and in Nigeria, and use the money to sponsor terrorism. They have started it already. It is not even they are planning. They have started it already. The federal government of Nigeria is making every effort, supporting, sponsoring terrorism. Every now and again, you hear on news the release of members of Boko Haram. They will tell you that they have rehabilitated them. They don't only release them, they release them and introduce them into the military, introduce them into the police. And you see that as nothing wrong. You don't see anything wrong in that. You see those evil happen before your own very eyes, and you don't see anything wrong in that. I don't know what you're waiting for. The fight that the Biafran people are putting up today, it is not just to save themselves. It is also to save the world, to save Africa as a whole. Because if the plan of the Fulani Janja will succeed, if they succeed in taking over Nigeria, as they are planning to do, if they succeed, if Afghanistan scenario happens in Nigeria, the world is going to face a very great terrorist activities around the whole world. So when you see Biafrans crying, it is not just about themselves. When you are supporting Biafra, you're not just supporting them, you're supporting yourself. If the West know what is good for them, they are supposed to support Biafra so that they can help them and checkmate terrorism in the West African country. Because today, all the terrorist groups are in West Africa. That is where they settle. And what is their target? Their target is Nigeria. Their target is the oil in Biafra land. That is their target. All the terrorist groups in the world, they are settled in West Africa, targeting the oil in Biafra land. And you see Biafrans asking for a breakup, asking for their own independence so they can be able to protect their territory and defend their land. And you say it is not the right thing to do. You are evil. If you do not support Biafran struggle, you are evil. It doesn't matter your tribe. It doesn't matter your language. It doesn't matter where you are. You continue to pretend that all is well when you know that all is not well. The most hypocritical act is the one that the people in that country called Nigeria is doing. Hypocrites. You do not want Biafrans anywhere around you. You don't want them. You are so scared of them. Obasanjo used the term Igbo phobia, even though he's one of those who has that same Igbo phobia. Obasanjo himself that is preaching Igbo phobia. He has Igbo phobia too. He has it. Only that now, all of a sudden, he begins to realize that his old age, that it is wrong. That everything he has believed, even right from civil war, was wrong. But is he bold enough to speak it? He's not bold enough to come out and say it. Obasanjo knows the truth very well, but he's not bold. He can't be bold enough to apologize for taking the life of Biafrans and the evil he has done. The only thing is coming out to tell us today about Igbo phobia, that people have Igbo phobia. It is not just people, including he himself. He has Igbo phobia. If he has overcome it now, I cannot tell. But if you have overcome Igbo phobia, he is supposed to be the one that is going to be speaking out about the Igbo phobia, because he himself had Igbo phobia. That was why he joined the civil war, and he was one of those who took the life of the Biafran people. That same phobia is still there. And if he has overcome it, he should come out and tell the world the lie that was lied against Biafran people and support the exit of Biafra so that they can have their own nation. Since it has become very clear that people are not comfortable around the Biafran people, they are not comfortable. The rest of them are not comfortable around the Biafran people. Because they're not comfortable, the only thing to do, the only sensible thing to do is to let them go. That is the only sensible thing to do. You don't want Biafrans around you. You have a phobia with them. You don't want them to be around any of the offices. Any of your sensitive offices, you don't want them to be there. You don't want them to come close anything that has to do with presidency. You are so jealous of their wealth. You are so envious about their progress. And yet, they say they want to get out from you and be on their own. You don't want them to be. You don't want them to be. What else do you want? What else do you want from the Biafran people? What else do you possibly want from them? What else are you expecting? There is no amount of intimidation or attack that will make us stop saying what we are saying. No blackmail, no propaganda, no attack coming from any angle. You can shoot for all I care. It will never stop us to pursue that which is right, because the time is right. In everything we thank Chukwu. I always say it. In all my brokers, I always say that in everything we thank Chukwu, because everything will work for our own good. Whatever they do today and they think is against the Biafran people works for our own good. That is one of my joy. Every single thing they do against Biafran people is working for our own good, working perfectly for our own good. It doesn't matter whether you believe it or you don't believe it, whether you like it or you don't like it. They work for our own good. So many people who never believed in our message today are now believing. They are not seeing it clearer. So many people who thought that Mazen Nandekano was a troublemaker, they thought that Mazen Nandekano was just making trouble. Today they have seen it much more clearer. So many people who thought that Mazen Samuel Ekpa is being too harsh, Mazen Samuel Ekpa is not being respectful. Today they have seen it more clearer. And as the day go by, more people key into the struggle. And as we get home, before we walk into Biafra finally, a lot of people are going to wake up and we will defend our territory. We will defend our territory. It doesn't matter what you say or what you do. The time has come. We are preparing to defend our territory, and we will defend it with the last drop of our blood. Unapologetically. Unapologetically, we are going to defend our land to the last. That is what we're going to do. No matter what you think, no matter what you say, no matter your blackmail, your propaganda, whatever you throw at us, we are going to trash it and we will move on. Biafrans are going home. We will. More people are waking up every day. More people are rising up on all angles. More people are speaking up. And as they continue to speak up, continue to add their voice, we continue to make progress and we continue to win. It doesn't matter what you think about us. What matters is what Chukwu Okikabiyama thinks about us and what plan he has for us. We are working with the mandate of Chukwu Okikabiyama, which has said the right set time is now. 2023. And in this 2023, I bet you we are going home. We are going home. Regardless what you think, regardless the attack you bring, regardless what you feel, there's no way you can. When you did not succeed in exterminating us in 1967, you think you can do it now? When you could not succeed in 1967, when the whole world gathered together, sponsored you, gave you arms and ammunition, gave you forces on the ground to fight Biafrans, for good 3 years, you were not able to exterminate us. Is it now in the present day? Is it in this very one that we are more than prepared? Is it in this very one that we have made our own friends, made our own allies? You don't know what is coming. Those of you don't know what is coming. The ones that have sense are now regretting. You know, initially you see our spokesperson, Master Simon Epa, you address him as that one who doesn't have experience. That is how they address Master Simon Epa initially. That is inexperienced person. Those saboteurs, they call him, they say he's nobody, Mr. Nobody. The saboteurs call him nobody. Even clowns that don't know their left and right, they open their mouth and they call him nobody. Today, they no longer call him nobody. Today, the federal government of Nigeria, they know that they are dealing with a more stronger force today. And our diplomatic move is going on daily basis. Very serious diplomatic move. And Asorok is shaking. They know what is coming. And they're not playing. They know what is coming. I love Master Simon Ekpa so much that the way he's going about the whole struggle. He has said it time and time again. Those of you who are saboteurs and who are trying to sabotage him, he has said it, that you are not his enemy. He doesn't have time for you. That if you know what is good for you, channel that your energy to the right source. That energy you use to fight Master Simon Ekpa, channel it to the enemy. Every one of us today know the right enemy, we know the real enemy of Biafran people. Channel that your energy that direction. He has said it time and time again. Those of you who are busy castigating him and calling him name, he has said it. Go ahead and pursue this same Biafra and pursue it the way you know is best for you to pursue it. We are all Biafrans. If you know the way that is best to you, the same way Mazen Nanekano, the same statement that Mazen Nanekano made, Mazen Nanekano say, if you know what you will do to bring Biafra, go ahead and do it. And Mazen Simon Ekpa, in his own time, have said, if you know that thing that is best for you, go ahead and do it. If you bring Biafra before us, we will meet in Biafra. If we bring the Biafra before you, we also meet in Biafra and we settle our differences. He doesn't stop you from fighting for Biafra. Just as he himself is focused, doing things, you see the things he's doing, you can see them, even except you are blind. Even if you're blind, you will hear. You'll be hearing from members of autopilot. If you are blind, you can hear with your ear. But if you have eyes, you can speak, you can still read. Informations are coming on the progress is making. Today, Biafra government in exile have been activated and they are being active. Our liaison office in the United States have been opened. Biafran government in exile have opened a liaison office in United States. Courtesy to Master Simon Ekpa. So many other things have been activated. All these things I'm telling you are the plans that Mazen Nandekano kept on the ground. Foundations laid by Mazen Nandekano. Foundations laid by Mazen Nandekano. But because Mazen Nandekano was surrounded with evil men, evil criminals around him, they couldn't make any headway. They don't have anything to offer. They don't have anything to offer. Nothing. They don't have anything to offer. And yet, they will not make space for those who have something to offer to come in. But I thank Chukwu Kabiama. That's why I say everything was for good for in the name of Chukwu Kabiama. It is because of what transpired, the absence of Mazen Nanigan today. Militant has been activated and they are now working. Government of Biafra in exile are now active. And very soon, you will see more physical, open diplomatic moves that they are making. When we say that Biafra is coming, it is not a joke. When we did our countdown, they say after countdown, what? Because you are blind, that is why you are saying what? Since after the countdown, you have seen many things. You have seen the existence. You have seen Biafra physically. You can now feel Biafra. You can now talk. You can now see it clearer than ever. But yet, those dumb ones, ignorant ones, envious and jealous ones, they will never accept the truth. But the truth will remain the truth. You can never change it. No matter how you try to change it, you will never change it. We will continue to preach this gospel. We will continue to speak on different platforms. We will continue to alert people to let them know the stage and the situation of things. No matter your blackmail and propaganda, you can't stop us. May Chukwu Okike continue to guide and protect every Biafra wherever we are on the planet Earth. We are safe. And if you are a Biafran in Lagos State, prepare yourself for what is coming. If you're a Biafran in Lagos State, prepare. If you don't prepare, I said this word, but people will not take it serious until when it begins to happen. When Tinubu succeed in being the president of the Zoological Republic, then you will know the power of the Agbero. Then and only then you will know what they can do to you. You see how they are acting now, how they are boasting, simply because they heard that the man was pronounced the president. You see their actions. They don't give a damn about you. They don't care. They carry any action they want to carry. This is the time for you to make a strong statement. That is why in this April, you must prepare yourself for what is coming. In this April, you must prepare yourself. Prepare yourself for what is coming. If you don't, what you see, you take. The sit at home is mandatory. You must have to participate in it to let Lagos State know that you are human. It is a peaceful protest. A peaceful protest allowed in all ramification. Sit at home. It is peaceful. Nobody is telling you to go and fight anybody. Nobody is telling you to go and pick up arms against anybody. Nobody is going to tell you to go and fight. We are telling you to sit at home as long as you're in Lagos State and you are a Biafran. This message is not for non-Biafrans. Only Biafran people. Only Biafran people. When the announcement is being made, you sit at home to show your grievances. To let the state know that you have an impact. To let them know that you have a contribution to make for that state to run. If you don't make this strong statement, you will never earn your respect. If you do not make this strong statement, they are still going to come after you. Many of you will still lose your properties. The burden of shops will continue. Many lives will still be lost. That is why it is very, very important that every Biafra must participate in this very sit at home. Keying into it. It is a very peaceful protest. Allowed by international standard. Peaceful protest. Sitting at home. And we must have to key into it. Don't allow anybody to deceive you. Don't allow anybody to cajole you. Don't allow anybody to push you into something that you know is not going to favor you. We are no longer working for people. This is the time for you to work for yourself. We have worked for other indigenous tribes for a very long time. We have held this very contraption together for a very long time. Every time we are talking about peace, let it be well. Every single time when there is a problem, you are the only one that is lost. Even issue that doesn't concern you, they come after your business. When anybody commits a crime, it is you. You are always at the receiving end. You go to places, you build the places, you establish it, you develop it, and yet they hate you, they don't want you around. Enough is enough. This is the time to make a strong statement. Wherever you are in Lagos State, prepare to key in into this very movement. May Chukwu Okike guide and protect every Biafran wherever you are on the planet Earth. May Chukwu Okike guide and protect all the Oduduwa people that are genuinely doing that which is right. Protect the Middle Belters. Protect everyone that is genuinely seeking for freedom. May Chukwu Okike continue to guide and protect our ESN. Continue to protect our Liberation Army. Protect our media warriors wherever they are. Protect the Umuada. May Chukwu Okike continue to strengthen all our media warriors wherever they may be. May Chukwu Okike continue to strengthen the Umuada. Strengthen Maramazoka and all those who are working hand in hand to protect all their families as the fundraising is going on Anytime there's a fundraising, let there be progress. Be there and show your own part. Play your own role. Play your own part. It is very important. May Chukwu Okekame protect our spokesperson, Master Simon Ekpa, wherever he is. We commit Master Simon Ekpa in the hand of Chukwu Okekame for divine protection, for divine security, for progress, for more mental toughness, for more wisdom. May Chukwu Okekame protect him, set him free, secure him against any captivity, any attack, spiritual and physically. May Chukwu Okekame continue to be his guide and protector. May Chukwu Okekame protect our supreme leader, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, wherever he is. We commit Mazen Nnamdi Kanu in the hand of Chukwu Okekame for divine grace, for divine favor, for divine wisdom, for protection, for healing. May Chukwu Okekame be with him, continue to carry him in his palm like an egg. No weapon formed or fashioned against the Biafran people shall prosper. No weapon formed or fashioned against our spokesperson, Master Simon Ekpa, shall prosper. No weapon formed or fashioned against our supreme leader, Master Nnamdi Kanu, shall prosper. Thank you so much for watching wherever you are watching from. And remember this, I will see you tomorrow. Stay safe. Bye-bye.